Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now, I thought whilst I'm here in front of the camera, I thought I would release another video. I have just released XRP chart as well. I was going to provide a market update, but I got stuck on XRP with that SEC case. Anyway, I'll probably leave the link in the description, or maybe I'll just add it as a card at the end of this video so you can watch that video if you're not already. Anyhow, we're just going to look at Velo today because Velo is absolutely going wild. Let's just go over. Let me just minimize myself here. So Velo at the moment on the weekly is up near enough 20%, and then on the daily we're looking at 12-13%. So here we are, guys. This is just, look at it, it's just one way. This is just like a one-way steam train, this, how Velo's playing out at the moment. Obviously we've got that, we've hit our first sort of target when we was down here. You know, I was accumulating here, I saw this sort of up move here, accumulating around this, not even 5 cents, this is like half a cent, and this is where I like sort of fell off my chair because I looked at the potential for Velo and I'm like, wow, the all-time highs are up here at $1.93. And imagine if you start drawing Fibonacci targets on here and, you know, you start breaching and exceeding all-time highs, like, we're in for an absolute treat. However, what I'll do is, I can go into the daily and show you, but I thought, whilst I'm just on the weekly here, I'll just show you the other, I've got a couple of targets anyway. So this first target, this is where we're running up to now. So we've still got another 100% worth of gains to get to my sort of supply and demand area here. So this is the bottom of this wick here upon inception. You can see how like prices interacted here. Obviously you get your spike down liquidation, so there's obviously a lot of supply and demand here. Broken down, pulled back up, broke down. We had a massive sort of capitulation there. We get that big wick here, get a bit of a bounce, and again we've retested the supply and demand box with the wick. So this is why this sort of purple region is crucial for me, and this is why it's my next checkpoint. However, what I am looking to do, well, not what I'm looking to do, what I'm looking for Velo to do in terms of price is, if I get this measurement tool, we'll be doing a measured move. So we'll be going from this high here, I'm going to take this high to this low. So I like to take the lows after the sort of interim high, if you will. So that was back in February last year. Okay, and this low here. So all you do here for this measured move is just take the wick. In fact, rather than take the wick, I'll take the weekly close. Yeah, and what I want to do is draw up to this top here and plant it on top there, like 50%. So that's a measured move. So just to make it more clearer, take the bottom to there, and then all you do really is duplicating that move to up here. So that's how I expect the next move to go. Although this is my checkpoint, this is my target around 100% return. So what I expect the price to actually do is penetrate right up here, say 286% return, and then retrace to the checkpoint, this supply and demand, and then it'll be look to obviously make that that next move up to the next checkpoint and ultimately up to the all-time high if we are lucky enough. So something like this, we'll play up to about there, and then we come back down. Yeah, so let's just measure that as well, because obviously these dips, they don't look like they're massive, but when you actually measure these dips, they're quite significant. So do you know what I mean? That's 50% dip into our checkpoint, into the supply and demand area. So this is what I mean, guys. You got to be so careful. Like if you're not an experienced trader or you're not following somebody who knows what they're doing, I don't typically like to trade. But again, if we do start hitting targets, that's when I will take profit. So I'll take profit, and then if it does come down to our supply and demand area, then I'll get back in. But I do not day trade. I'm more of a swing trade. So, you know, I'm looking at a minimum 2 to 4 weeks on any trade. You know, I'm not using 5, 10, 15-minute charts. Even hourly charts are too itty bitty for me, and you just get chopped up in the noise. So I do not recommend it whatsoever. There's a reason why 97% of traders lose, and the loose tokens just really trying to maximize the gains, when in actual fact what happens is they get chopped up and they're actually at a loss. So just don't be a victim of that, please. However, that's the way I look to play out. Obviously, once we get that retest into this box, then we can look to start penetrating there, and that would make more sense to me, because that is almost like a 50% move of this next move, if you will, and that's what price tends to do, especially with the Fibonacci. It likes to go down to like the 0.7 or 2 retracement and whatnot. So usually it'll retrace at least half of the move. So if you get this move here, usually it likes to move half, which it could do, but again, as we've already breached halfway through, then we'll get the back test into supply and demand, and then we're back off again, if that makes sense. Now, that's pretty much where we are with Velo at the minute. Again, we've got those gains here. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just dive in further. Let me just scoot myself across. Let's go into, let's see, hourly. Again, guys, I don't trade, so I don't tend to go into the hourly, but I'm just showing you guys what's playing out here. So this is just like a rough sketch. Doesn't have to be perfect. Don't have to be perfect at all, but you get the picture. We've got this pennant here, which is what this sort of wedge pattern's playing out, and then obviously Velo has broken out here. Let's just have a look. It's got a red candle coming down here, so yeah, we could retest the wedge around just above 2 cent, 2 cent 1, something like that. So that's what I'd expect Velo to do, and then ultimately get up to this purple supply and demand zone, as I've mentioned already. But yeah, that's Velo, guys. Absolutely fantastic investment. If you've not already got some, I do suggest, not financial advice obviously, I would suggest maybe considering getting yourself a bag moonshot. Ultimately, to wrap up the video, what I'll do is go back out to the weekly and see how much, in terms of percentage wise anyway, how much gains we've got left on the table. I'll delete that. So we're targeting that blue, top of that blue line there from current price. So current price is there. So there's still 7,700% increase. So it's no longer a 300x, which it was when we first covered Velo. I'm pretty sure it's about 320x when I first covered it. When I first published a video on it anyway on my YouTube channel. But again, these gains are absolutely significant. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share the video, and I've been the Block Bull, over and out.